Hey guys, Joshua from JoshuaK.com here, coming at you with another Minecraft video. And today I'm going to be showing you how to optimize Minecraft for slower computers. The laptop I'm on is pretty decent, so I don't really need to do this for me personally, but a good friend of mine hasn't been able to play Minecraft because the laptop that he normally plays on isn't the best laptop in the world, and it's basically driven him from Minecraft due to frame lag. So here's the video for you. You know who you are. The first thing you want to do is you want to go here into options, and you want to go then into video settings. And the first thing you want to do is you want to set your render distance to tiny, and it's normally on far, but you want to change it to tiny for the best results. There's also normal and short, but the short is for slightly faster than really slow computers, and normal is for normal computers, and far is for really good computers. And I can probably keep it on far just because of my laptop, but you want to set the render distance to tiny, and that, by the way, changes how many chunks are loaded at one time in the background. And the way it keeps you from seeing how many chunks you have loaded is it turns on fog. And the fog, in my opinion, is kind of annoying. But unless you have an external mod installed, you can't turn that off. So, anyway, there's fog, and it changes the render distance to tiny, so you see less things, but that's actually a good thing for a slow computer, so less chunks are loaded at one time. The next thing you want to do is change the graphics to fast, and what this does is it makes leaves opaque or completely solid so you can't see through them. And it also makes clouds two-dimensional if you have clouds on. It also removes a shadow overlay on the corners, which I don't actually like, so I usually keep it on fast anyway. You want to have smooth lighting on off, and it's usually on maximum, but it changes it from like a gradient kind of display from like a light source like a torch to a dark area like the edge of a wall. It changes it from a gradient to lighting levels that are slow. So it's, or not slow, excuse me, immediate light changes, so it's actual block light displayed instead of a overlay for a graphical appearance. Which really helps slow computers because then it doesn't have to load, instead of loading like 256 different light levels at one time, it's loading like 16 at a time. So the next thing you want to do is you want to change your particles to minimal. This is normally on all, and what this does is it removes nether portal textures, the rain splash, which is really handy if you're recording because rain splash is actually what creates the noise of rain. And it also removes nether portal particles, and what else? Ender chest particles and stuff like that. What else? You want to set the performance to max FPS. I think this is the best setting. I could be wrong. You also want to turn clouds off and use VSync off or on. I'm not sure what is better. You can experiment with that yourself. The way you can do that is you can, if you're on a Windows 8 computer, you can do function F3, and that'll pull up the F3 screen. And that will give you a bunch of different background information, like your specific coordinates. But I think either on the bottom or the very top of the overlay, it'll tell you your current frames per second, specific amounts. Oh, it's on the top, actually. Yeah, I just remembered. And you can change this on and off and see how it affects your frame rate. I think keeping it off is better because that's what VSync is. It synchronizes the frame rate with that of your display, which can vary, but keeping it off shouldn't associate it with the frame rate of your display at all, which I think is good. And that's about all you can do within Minecraft. But if you have an especially slow computer, what you can do, and I can't show you this live, I'll have to edit in some screenshots, but what you can do is you can go into, and if you're on a Windows 8 computer, you wanna do this. You wanna go open up settings while you're in desktop mode, and go into settings, and you can click control panel, and then you want to scroll down, or no, it's going to be in category mode by default. You want to go to large icons, and you want to scroll down until you find performance information and tools. You want to click that, and then on the right sidebar it should say adjust visual effects with a little shield next to it. That just means you need administrator rights to do this. You go to adjust visual effects, and then there should be 4 bubbles. You want to click adjust for best performance, and what that will do is it will remove a bunch of visual effects that make it look nicer, but they actually bog down a slow computer quite a bit. I'm going to, just because I have a pretty nice computer, I'm going to leave it on, let Windows choose what's best for my computer. But you can change that for best performance, and it'll actually, if you're on Windows 7 or below, it'll actually change it to like an old Windows style. So it'll be like gray bars with little sharp boxes instead of the normal round-edged, round-cornered stuff with like shadows and fade-in, fade-out effects when you minimize and maximize programs. And that actually bogs down a computer quite a bit, so you want to change that to best performance, and that will actually enhance the performance of your computer a lot, not just for Minecraft, but for other things, which is pretty nice. And that's about all I can show you for now today. So, quick review: options, video settings, graphics fast, render distance tiny, performance max FPS, smooth lighting off, particles minimal, VSync off, server textures off, clouds off, view bobbing off, advanced OpenGL off, and that's about it. So, until next time, this is Joshua from JoshuaK.com. I will see you guys next time.